How's it going, everyone? This is James and welcome back for more Pokemon Emerald. Last episode we went through Route 102 and we also caught a Seedot, which we named Apricot. I also trained Apricot and Embers up to level 7 and level 9 respectively. And we also ran into Wally. We helped Wally catch Ralts and now we are here. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to be going through Petalburg Woods and then going to Rustboro City, and then I'm going to be exploring that city because I'm pretty sure that Petalburg Woods is not going to be too long. I will say, however, Petalburg Woods is going to be just a straight line, just going through everything and just being done with that. But I also want to say that I've done this recording once before and I just did not like the audio. And we have someone coming up to us. Excuse me, let me guess. From the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Well, maybe not. Your clothes aren't all that dirty. You're either a rookie trainer, or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. I'm sorry to have taken your time. Okay, thank you. Call me weak. That's real great. Now, before I go any further, I do want to switch Embers out. And, you know, well, maybe Apricot will be going, well, actually, I'm just going to keep Apricot in the back for now. I do want Torchic just to get a level or two, maybe just a level. And now we are on Route 104. Alright, the first Pokemon you can find on Route 104 is going to be Marill. Now, Marill is, I want to say, is basically a really good starter water-type Pokemon if you did not pick the Mudkip. However, after like maybe the second gym or something like that, around there, Marill becomes kind of obsolete because you'll find other water-type Pokemon in the game that would be a lot better than this Pokemon. As you can see, that special attack is not as good. It's usually used as an HP buff than anything else. It has a lot of HP and it can pretty much tank hits, basically. But its attack and special attack are not really good, so like when it comes to actually knocking Pokemon out, it's not the best in the world. And in the first gym, you kind of want to actually take out these Pokemon as quickly as possible. That special attack really makes me think that Marill can just do Bubble on Geodude, and Geodude can actually live, even though it has a quad weakness to water, and a really bad special defense. So in my honest opinion, when it comes to Marill, it's not the best Pokemon if you want to use it as a water type, but it's kind of good when it comes to a tank, but again, there's better water-type Pokemon out there, and there's better tanks out there, so, yeah. And the last Pokemon you'll find on this route is going to be Taillow. Taillow is a really nice, fast Pokemon, and is a really good attacker. However, it's not going to be as useful in this first gym, so if you just want a flying type, you know, you can have it and just put it out in the back, you know, just to keep it trained up and ready for any future battles that you may come across. This Taillow will be a lot better with the second gym. However, just keep in mind that it cannot take hits that well, so if it does get arm thrusted to death, well, it's probably just gonna take 2 hits before that thing dies. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're using Taillow. Other than that, Taillow's a nice Pokemon. I use Taillow a lot of times when it comes to playing this game. And I've never really had a bad experience when it comes to using Swellow. Yeah, sure, Swellow kind of falls off every so often, but the thing is, it's still a nice Pokemon to have. So it's not a Pokemon where it's like, oh, it's a disappointment every time I use this. It's more of a like, oh, it's a hit or miss, but I enjoy using it. So Taillow is a nice Pokemon as a flying type. If you're going to throw a Pokeball, weaken the wild Pokemon first. It will be easier to catch if it's been poisoned, burned, or lulled to sleep. That's good to know. That's something really good to know, actually. I don't have any Pokemon that can actually do any of those. I think Embers will be able to do that at level 10, however. And that's only by chance. Oh no, I'm not a trainer. But that's right, a trainer's lock eyes is a challenge to battle. If you don't want the battle, stay out of their line sight, or sight, basically. I will try. Actually, I do want to fight this guy, kind of. Maybe. Probably not. Still thinking about it, but I do actually want to see, like, I'm hoping to, well, I'm probably not going to get a level up from this battle, but I'll try it. Leaving footprints in the sand is so fun. Well, I don't know what your definition of fun is then. It's like really simple like that, huh? Billy. I'm gonna cut this out, by the way. Because this was not required. Jesus. Oh my god, Embers. You are a powerhouse. And I am surprised in that fact. Because I looked up on Impish, Impish is like, I think it lowers attack and I kind of forgot already. But it lowers something and raises something else. So that's fun. Okay, it doesn't. Good. Okay, thank you. By the way, that C-Dot has done like 5 hardens in a row. So getting that crit on the last turn was real fun. Also, we learned Ember. Oh man, I really love this game. This is the second time it happened too. I don't know if this is, if I'm counting the previous recording that I'm not going to show because it was just, the audio was bad, or if it was like in the last episode. I'm not too sure, but like, yeah, that's real fun. I'm gonna send out Apricot for the next battle if I am battling this person. And the person I'm referring to is going to be the rich lady that's like probably 5 miles on my left. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, when it comes to this rich lady and the rich boy on the other end of the forest, they give out a lot of money. Also, when their Pokemon is low health, they'll actually heal their Pokemon with full restores. And yeah, that's fun. I really appreciate that. But we are now in Petalburg Woods. Alright, so the first Pokemon you can find in Petalburg Woods, well, the first pair, because I'm going to go over both of them, is going to be Silcoon and Cascoon. Silcoon and Cascoon are basically just the evolution of Wurmple, and doesn't really have anything going for it. But once it reaches level 10, it will become a Beautifly and a Dustox. I'm going to go over these guys as well, because these guys are basically just pretty much determines like, oh, what does Pokemon do and all that kind of stuff. Going over Beautifly first. Beautifly is more of a special attacker and whatnot. It doesn't really focus much on special defense and defense, but it does have a good it does have a good stat. It has a good overall stat bonus, or like a overall stat total basically. Everything is all average and all that, but special attack is a little bit higher. So if you just want a Pokemon that can actually do special attack, then as a bug type, then Beautifly is good. But then again, there are other special attackers out there that's a lot better. So it really depends on how you feel about Beautifly. And with Dustox, Dustox is more special defensive and defensive, but it's not a terrible special attack or attack. I do believe that Dustox, in my humble opinion, that it is a more of a status inflictor and then does Moonlight basically. So it's more of a supportive Pokemon than Beautifly. Beautifly does have access to Morning Sun, if I am correct in this generation, while Dustox has Moonlight, and they're both affected by the sun, so there's that. Overall, these two Pokemon are pretty good for pretty much a entry-level team, but if you want to keep it around until the whole game, then you can definitely do that. You really don't have, there's really no big problems with just having these two Pokemon just on your team and just going on from there. I will say that, you know, they are going to be on a little bit on the weak side, but if you can actually utilize them as best as you can, then you can actually get some good results off of these two Pokemon. Now, next Pokemon is going to be Shroomish. Now, Shroomish is a very unique Pokemon in a way when it evolves into a Breloom. We'll get into that in a little bit, but now, as of now, if you don't have a grass type, if you don't have Trico, or you don't have a like Lotad or C-Dot, then Shroomish is also a really good Pokemon. I will just tell you right now, when it comes to this Pokemon, it is kind of whack when it evolves in terms of typing, because if it's dual typing of grass and fighting, that means it would be quad weak to flying types. But as of now, as a Shroomish, you're just pure grass, so you don't have to worry about that. Shroomish is a really good Pokemon to use in the first gym, and after that, it is a really good Pokemon to have a Status Inflictor. It's really good at that regard. So if you don't have a grass type, like I said, this is a really nice Pokemon to pick up and just go on from there. Also, the fact that it has Effect Spore really does help if like Pokemon is like physically touching you when they attack you. There's that. It's a really good ability. I really do like it. And the last Pokemon is going to actually be Slackoth. Now, Slackoth is one of those weird Pokemon. It has a negative ability. I think this ability in Gen 3 is like the only negative ability that's in the game. And that is because its final evolution is so overpowered. It has a really high attack. It's just like it needed a negative ability in order for it to be actually like not OP. But usually I really don't go for Slack Off because of the Truant ability, like I said. But if you want to catch it, then go right ahead. I'm pretty sure Slack Off is not too hard to catch. It is a little difficult to encounter. I do believe it's like a 14% chance, I believe. 14% chance to find Slack Off. But when you do find it, then I do believe it's a really easy catch, so. Petalburg Woods is kind of standard when it comes down to like what it is and like what you go through. So it's a good place to get Cascoons and Silcoons. I will also say this, that Cascoons and Silcoons, they only have Harden, so it's better just to catch a Wurmple because Wurmples have Poison Sting and you don't have to worry about that. And we get a potion in this hidden part of the grass here. It's not really too hidden, but it is what it is. Sometimes there are things on the ground even if you can't see them. That's why I always check where I'm walking. Yeah, but. So going back up here, we're back at Route 104, but now we're on a cliffside, basically. And we get a Pokeball. We're not going to be needing too many Pokeballs. I don't really see myself catching too many Pokemon, but you know what it is. You're a thief if you try to steal someone else's Pokemon. You should throw Pokeballs only at wild Pokemon. Don't tell me what to do, and then I won't do it. But now you're telling me what to do, and then I'm going to do exactly the opposite of what you're telling me to do. Alright, so we got signs here. Trainer tips. Any Pokemon that appears even once in a... Yeah, I'm speaking mad facts. In a battle is awarded experience points. To raise a weak Pokemon, put it at the left of this team list. As soon as the battle starts, switch it out. It will earn experience points without being exposed to any harm. That sounds cool. Okay, cool. We don't have to battle that guy. I mean, I will battle that guy, but I'm not gonna battle anyone that's not required. Also, here's a Slack Off for any of you Slack Off lovers. I'm not catching it because I'm not dealing with Trudons. Alright, we get a Paralysis Heal? Yeah, I know items. I haven't played through this forest yet. Oh man, I'm not really too upset with the recording of last time with the previous recording for part 3, but the thing is, I wasn't really too prepared with part 3 or episode 3. Maybe it's because I'm just stupid and whatnot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch out back to Torchic because the last time I tried to fight this guy, I almost set myself up for failure. So let's try not to do that this time. Not a one to be found. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called a Shroomish here? I really love that Pokemon. I really do love the fact that I skipped over a word too. Man, I do that a lot. I skip a lot of words on accident. It just doesn't sound right, or it just doesn't sound like me. I don't know. I was going to ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods. Forever. Great. Forever. Didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon Researcher, hand over those papers. You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You got to help me, please. Huh? What do you think you're doing? Well, wait, what? What, you're going to protect him? No one crosses Team Aqua and get any mercy, not even a kid. Come on, battle me. So this is the first time we're going to be fighting Team Aqua. Also, I got kind of mixed up on like who was talking there, but you know, it's whatever. So the reason why I almost like choked up on this battle is because this Poochyena, level 9, it knows Howl. And the thing is, if I just let this thing howl like every single time, then it's going to be a problem. And it's also level 9, so I'm not going to let this actually try to one-up me. Even though I let this thing howl like maybe 4 or 3 times, I still was able to take it out with Embers, and I didn't even have like Ember. I was like level 9, so I'm a little bit more prepared when it comes to this battle. So if anything, you know, just if you have a Torchic, have Ember. If you have a Mudkip, have Water Gun. If you have Trico, you have Absorb, and just like beat the ever-living crap out of this Poochyena, and you'll be fine. So there you go. You're kidding me. You're tough. Yeah, me, when I spam like 2 moves. Girl, you got some nerve meddling with Team Aqua. Come on and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm all out of Pokemon. And hey, we of Team Aqua are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go for today. Yeah, for today. Woo, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of these important papers. I know, I'll give you a great ball as my thanks. No, thanks. Didn't that Team Aqua thugs say they were after something in Rustboro too? Oh god, it's a crisis. I can't be wasting time. You know, like, okay. Why would you bring important papers in a forest? It makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is like he was going back from a like trip or something. And now he's just going through the forest and then he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go find a Pokemon. You know, it's like, This is not really responsible, man. Yo there, your Pokemon doing okay? If your Pokemon are weak and you want to avoid battles, you should stay out of the tall grass. Well, joke's on you, I don't have anywhere else to go. In the first patch of grass, I run into something. Thanks, guy. I really appreciate it. Hey, can I get through this entire patch? Oh my god, I didn't even see this guy. Oh man, I had tunnel vision. Man, I should not be allowed to drive. I do want to point out that this guy actually has a Pokemon that you won't see for, I don't want to say for a while. I think you actually see it in Route 105. And it's a Nakata. It's a bug ground type Pokemon. So it's a nice Pokemon to actually bring on the team if you need something to nullify electric attacks. So there's that. I will say that Nakata is not the strongest Pokemon in the world, and it's not the best thing to actually have. And also, this guy's an imposter. I don't like him. He needs to suffer. Yeah, I defeated you. I can't be popular if I lose, so it sucks for you, huh? Does it? Next time, change your name, and maybe you'll get somewhere in life. Alright, we get an Ether. There we go. By the way, when it comes to Ethers, it's best to keep these until, like, basically the end of the game. Maybe late in the game. Because, well, Pokemon just don't really sell them. So, yeah, there's that. I don't really use them too much, whatsoever. So, there's that. Now I'm going to be switching Embers to Apricot, because this guy will give you a good TM. Well, not a good TM, but like a TM that's really good to start off with. I like filling my mouth with seeds and spitting them out at fast. Yeah, that's not weird. You can have this, so you try it out. I don't want to. Use it on a Pokemon, it will learn to move for firing seeds rapidly. TM09. I thought it was TM10, but I guess I got that wrong. I didn't write it down or anything, I just was thinking about it. Also, I wasn't thinking about it last time I was recording this, so there's that. But TM09 is Bullet Seed, it has 10 power, has 100 accuracy, and it has 30 power points. I am not saying the abbreviation for those because some of you are too... I'm just kidding. Anyways, Apricot learned Bullet Seed. There we go. So now we actually have an attacking move. You found 2 cherry berries as well. The thing is the introduction of cherry berries. It actually heals your paralysis. If your Pokemon is actually holding it, it can heal the paralysis on the same turn that it does get paralyzed. So there's that to think about. Usually I don't use berries like too often, but I kind of want to make a habit to actually use berries. And I found 1 Pokeball. There's actually 3 items in here. One of the items is going to be the first time we actually see one. And it's going to be upright. It's a super potion, so instead of healing 20 HP, it heals 50 HP, which is fantastic. So now, it's best to save those for later, because as you can see, none of us are like at like 50 HP. We're all like 30 or 20 or something like that. Yeah, keep on going, man. So now what we're coming up with is a double battle, and I did not heal my Pokemon or Torchic, but that's fine. That's a-okay, because the thing is, I have Ember this time. The last time I went through this, it took a little bit longer, but it's gonna be alright, because you wanna know why? I can burn things down. I am an arsonist now. I don't even know that's a word. Let's go ahead and just do Bullet Seed on Lotad because it's part water, and let's use Ember on Seedot because, well, it's pure grass. Suffer. So Seedot's gone. I do believe Apricot's not gonna be a level, yeah, he's not gonna be a level up or anything like that. That's fine. I don't think Bullet Seed is going to actually kill in this one, especially if it just does 2, but if it does 5, it's going to do a decent amount of damage. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. At least it wasn't 2. Let's go ahead and do Bullet Seed, and let's go ahead and do Ember. I think Ember might actually put it in red. Yep, and it's going to do Bullet Seed, and I hope that actually takes it out. Yep, it should. Hit 2 times. Just the way I like it. And Apricot's a little late. I do want to show this battle because it's an introductory to double battles, and I'm going to try to do double battles as much as I can. We battled together, but we both lost. Wow, that kind of sucked, doesn't it? It's like trying to jump somebody and then they gotta... Okay, nope, I'm not going to finish that. Don't worry about that. Anyways, if you see berries growing, I'm really speedrunning this, in Lumi soil, feel free to take them. But make sure you plant a berry in the same spot. That's common courtesy. Here, I'll share this with you. It's a Chesto berry. So a Chesto berry wakes Pokemon up if they actually fall asleep during battle. It's good for item holding, or if you have the move rest, you can actually have it and just be okay on the same turn, which is really nice. So Chesto Berries are pretty good. I think, in my honest opinion, I think Lumberries are the best when it comes to competitive play because it heals all status inflictions, and you know, it's good cover. Also, the berry that we just got there is a Lepa Berry. It actually heals 10 power points if the Pokemon that's holding it is down, like, I think by 0. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure when it comes to competitive play. I don't usually use them for competitive play or any kind of battling play. I use it as like elixirs or something like that, or ethers. I'm going to be fighting this guy as well because I just want Apricot to gain some more levels before I move on, and just something to get out of the way off camera, so I'm just going to do this. Why keep it a secret? I'm the water Pokemon expert, huh? You don't know me. Yeah, I don't know anybody. It's like you see someone and they say, look here, I'm a star, I know what I'm doing. It's like, I don't even know you. And you have a Magikarp. I'll be right back. Alright, Apricot grew to level 9. I don't think it learns a move. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I thought it wasn't too bad, but if I say so myself, but I guess I'm not. Okay, well, I can't read anyways. Okay, thank you for the money, sir. I'll leave you alone forever. And I'm gonna go behind this fence, however. We're in Rustboro City, but not officially, not in my eyes. I gotta go in here. I gotta actually grab this, which is the next defend. It is a item that can only be used in battle, and it raises the defense of a Pokemon by 1. So yeah, that's fun, but I don't use those, so I sell those and get a little bit of money. Now we're in Rustboro City. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal my Pokemon, and then we're gonna explore the city just a little bit. Alright, Rustboro City. There's a few places I want to look at, which is one here, Cutter's house. So you go in here, and you talk to this guy. A determined expression, that limber way you move, and your well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No, wait, don't say a word. I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you can put this hidden machine to good use. No need to be modest or shy. Go on, take it. And we get an HM01, which is cut. That hidden machine, or HM for short, is cut. An HM move is one that can be used by Pokemon outside of battle. Any Pokemon that learn cut can chop down thin trees if the trainer has earned the stone badge. And unlike a TM, an HM can be used more than once. Yes, it can be used more than once. However, when it comes to HM moves, you cannot delete it from your Pokemon. This is mainly because so you don't soft lock out, like you soft lock your game or something like that. That's what I believe in, so there's that. I know there's a way to actually soft lock your game and you cannot leave whatsoever. I think that it actually, I don't know if it's Suitopolis City or if it was like some other place. I think we actually have a map actually to check that out, but I'll do that later. Next place to go to, it is the Pokemon's Trainer School. We'll teach you anything about Pokemon. Okay, sure, let's go. Hello. Got a little time there, okay. Students who don't study get a little taste of my quick law. Whether or not you are a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. And we get a quick claw, and then we just ignore the fact that he hits people with claws, or little kids. You know, it's fine, don't worry about that. We don't worry about anything in this class. Anyways, I'm actually going to give this quick claw to Apricot, because why not? I feel like it's a good thing to actually have. Quick claw with Bide, it might be something that's good. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I actually use Bide enough times to actually care. Hello? Did we meet before? I think back in Petalburg City. Let me introduce myself. My name's Scott. I've been traveling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. More specifically, I'm looking for Pokemon battle experts. So what brings you to this school? Are you a trainer too? The first thing you should do is to have a Pokemon learn the move Cut. If I remember correctly, someone in this town has Cut. And I already got it, don't worry about it. The only thing is though, when it comes to Cut, I kind of want to just like catch a Pokemon and just make it learn Cut. I might catch Zigzagoon, honestly. I think like I said earlier in the episode, or like episode 1 actually, that Zigzagoon is a good HM user. It is a really nice Pokemon to actually have when it comes to HMs. So there's that. But when it comes to Cut, as far as I know, I feel like Cut is not required to beat the game. I'm not too sure, but you know, just pick it up just in case. All right. There was also like one more place I just want to show you guys. It's like I don't really need it, but in case you guys need it. So let me go all the way around here. Here you are. Oh, my Pokemon's cute. Sure, I know that. But if you really want it, I'm willing to trade it for you. I'll trade you my Seedot for a Ralts if you want. I will say no to that because I have a Seedot and you're trash to me. So if you guys are having a problem trying to find a Seedot and you kept on finding Ralts, you can definitely just catch the Ralts and then trade it for his Seedot. I will say this, when it comes to Seedot or his Seedot or any traded Pokemon, if like right now, for example, we have no gym badges. So if that Seedot goes above level 15, or I think it's level 15 and then above, I'm not too sure, but if it goes up above level 15 or something like that, at the very least, it will stop listening to you. So I don't recommend traded Pokemon. The exchange when it comes to that kind of crutch is that it can gain a lot of experience. So with that in mind, you know, it's like you gotta really think if you want to have a traded Pokemon, so because they will grow a little bit quicker than the rest of your team, and you just gotta keep tabs on them. So there's that. If you want to trade a Pokemon, go right ahead. You know, if you can't find another grass type Pokemon, there are different grass type Pokemon that you can actually find. You can get a Lotad, you can get a Shroomish. It's like there's still options out there that if you wanna get, then yeah, go ahead. But if you really like Seedot, then you know there's that option. So there's that. There's really nothing else to really be doing at this point. I think the next episode actually we will be going to the gym, which is the Rustboro City Pokemon Gym. The leader is Roxanne, the rock-loving honor student. So this is a rock-type gym. And I think we're pretty good when it comes to like what we have here. I know it's not the best idea just to rely on one Pokemon when it comes down to actually, you know, fighting the gym. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy. I will also be fighting all the gym trainers off camera because they're not really needed, I say. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll fight them all. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But next time we will be going to the gym battle or the gym to fight Roxanne. At the very least, we're going to be doing that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.